And we are on the air. Welcome into the broadcast at Vandenplas Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Alex Braun along with Spencer Flayton, and boy, do we have an exciting matchup tonight against Green Bay Southwest and Kimberly. First pitch of this one only a few minutes away. We'll take a short break for the national anthem, and when we come back, we will set lineups for you, and we will be underway.
Keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride.
And welcome back to Vandenplas Field, where Southwest is getting ready to take on Kimberly. Let's set the lineup for the Green Bay Southwest Legion program. To start it off, Jared Bolson, wearing number 4. He'll be playing center field. Batting second, number 5, Quinn Dellis. He's at third. Number 18, Cole Chabot, is playing behind the plate. Pitching is Zach Pedon. He'll be wearing number 23. Noah Volacek playing second base. He'll be wearing number 16. Number 12, batting in the 6th spot, Eric Erb. He'll be playing first base. In the 7th spot, the shortstop, Chris Wolkanski. He'll be wearing number 8. Brett Kaufman will be playing left field. He's wearing 24. And to round it out, Steven Gerbers will be in right field. And as for the pitcher, I mentioned his name earlier, Zach Pedon. Spencer.
Well, for Kimberly, we got Tanner Hastley. He's going to come out here in the top of the first. If you like good pitching, this is the guy for you. Hastley this spring for Kimberly High School team, he went 9-1 in 75.2 innings. Posted a 1.66 ERA. It is tough to score on this young man. 55 Ks and 12 walks in those 75 innings. So he does not walk many batters. Interesting to see how Southwest does against this guy.
And thank you for correcting me. Hastley fires, and it's 1-0 to start the game. The 1-0 delivery foul away. Hastley working very hastily, no pun intended. The 1-1 is called for a strike. 1-2 on the leadoff man, Jared Bolson. The 1-2 delivery. Grounded hard into the hole. Shortstop, backhand, fires. Not going to be in time. And the ball gets by. Bolson headed for second, and he will hold up there. A base hit and an error to start the game. Pretty good start for the Southwest program.
Yeah, shortstop Zach Lechner. He showed good range getting over to his right there and making the play in the hole. Unfortunately, things didn't turn out for him, and now Southwest threatening here right out of the gates.
Quinn Dellis, the third baseman, in an early spot to give Southwest the lead. First pitch swung on, fly ball down the right field line. A diving attempt, but it is out of the reach of the first baseman. Good hustle, but Dellis will stay alive. Fun fact about Quinn Dellis, he was an honorable mention in all conference this year. And the honorable mention, check swings, but the home plate umpire says he went, making the count 0-2. Curveball misses outside, bringing the count to 1-2. Swing and a miss. Dellis will take a seat. First strikeout for Hastley. One down, runner on second. That will bring up the 3-hole hitter, Cole Chabot. Chabot averaged .333 with 2 doubles and 5 RBIs in 12 games this Legion season as he swings and misses for strike one. So Chabot can hit, and right now he's got a golden opportunity to give his team the lead early.
Good spot for your 3-hitter here. Chance to put this ace on the ropes because you're not going to get many chances to score against him.
The 0-1. Right down the boulevard for strike two. Hastley looks on. Comes set. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball to third baseman. The runner at second will hold up the throw to first. In time, runner goes for third. Ball gets away, but he will end up staying put. Oh, wild throw.
My goodness.
Ball's flying all over the yard early on. So a lot happening there. The batter, Chabot, is out at first base. The runner, Bolson, that was at second, ends up at third on a couple of wild throws. He stayed put at third, so it is 2 down. Runner on third for the cleanup hitter, Zach Pedon, the pitcher for Southwest. That's a strike on the inside corner, beautifully placed. 0-1. The 0-1. Right down Main Street for strike
Basically
number
going
2.
right at the cleanup hitter here.
Interesting decision by the Southwest manager, batting Petton fourth. He's got a 179 average, only 8 RBIs in 12 games this Legion season. And a swing and a miss will end the top half of the first. At the end of one half, it's 0-0, and Kimberly is coming up. Welcome back to Van Plas Field. Kimberly is coming up. Let's give you the lineup. Leading off, number 3 and playing center field, Drew Lechner. Batting second, the third baseman, Ryan Carney. Number 3, Ben Carew, who's playing right field. First pitch to Lechner is inside, ball 1. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Bailey Marash. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Zach Lechner. Ball 2. The first baseman is batting 6. That would be Davis Matz. Behind the dish is Bo Schumacher. He'll be batting in the 7th spot, as that is a called strike to leadoff man Lechner. Batting 8th is Ben Buckner. He is playing left field. And, of course, on the mound, Tanner Hastley. Fouled away. So, for Southwest, their starting pitcher is Zach Pedon.
From what we're seeing here early, he's a big kid out there on the mound. Throws with meaning. He's not wasting any motion, it doesn't look like. Coming at Lechner here for the most part, going right after him.
Absolutely, not wasting any time. Strike 3 is right down Main Street. So Pedon gets his first strikeout of the night. That'll bring up Ryan Carney, the third baseman.
Carney, one of the better players for the Kimberly High School team this season, batted .287 with 9 doubles and 27 RBIs for the Papermakers.
Swung on and popped up behind home plate. Catcher has a beat on it, and he secures it for the second out of the inning. Well, if you were tuning in for Game 1, we were talking about the emphasis of efficiency, and right now, Pedon is not wasting any more pitches than he has to throw. He's throwing to contact, and they are
This is a
obliging.
tough test for Pedon right here. Ben Carew going to Kent State to play baseball next year.
Carew looks at strike
Carew
1 on
batted
the outside corner.
.424 this spring with Kimberly. 8 doubles, 4 dingers, and 28 RBIs.
Ball 1 is in the dirt. The 1-1. Outside, it was a breaking ball. 2-1, 2 down. The Southwest program wearing blue jerseys with white pants. And the Kimberly Club is sporting black jerseys with white pants with a red stripe on the side. Ball 3 to Carew.
3-1 count for this guy. Watch out.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to be forced to make a pitch here. 3-1 is swung on and fouled away. He looked like he got a pitch he could hit, but he was just a bit late and fouled it back. It is a full count, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Head on ready. The 3-2. Swung on in a drive. Deep left center field. And it is run down. What a grab by the center fielder. Ball not going to carry tonight. Thick air as it's hot and humid. After 1, it is 0-0. And leading off this inning, the second baseman Noah Volacek. Right-hander steps into the box, going up against Tanner Hastley. They had an opportunity in the top of, in the top of the first to get a run. They could not get it across. And Volacek will look at ball 1. Fouled into the catcher's shin guards to even up the count at 1.
Volacek struggled a little bit this spring, hit below 200 for Notre Dame Academy. Got it back together just a little bit in the leading season. And in 10 games in conference play, he's batting 200 with 4 RBIs.
Speaking of which, he drives one in the right center field gap, but it is fairly routine for the right fielder. And that will be the first out of the inning. And with that, that'll bring up
the first baseman,
Eric Erb.
Number 12, Eric Erb.
Erb will step into the box against Hastley, who is wheeling and dealing. And first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Hastley ready to work, working in a quick fashion. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Nice two-swing action on that Hastley fastball.
Absolutely. His fastball's got a lot of movement, and if he can control that, he'll be in good shape all night long. The 0-2. Missed his spot. Inside corner, missed inside. 1-2.
Still a good pitcher's pitch right there. Down 0-2.
Swing and a miss for out number 2. Good cut, but a better pitch by Hastley. And that will bring up the shortstop, Chris Wolkanski.
Shortstop, number 8, Chris Wolkanski.
Shortstop digs into the box. And Hastley's offering is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Strike 2. You don't want to get yourself into the hole against Hastley. He will finish you off quickly if he can. The 0-2.
Like that.
Check swing, but he went around.
For Southwest, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Going to the bottom of the second, no score.
Going to the bottom of the second. Kimberly, nothing. Southwest, nothing. And welcome back into Vandenplas Field. Leading off for Kimberly is Bailey Marash, the second baseman. Ball upstairs to start him. Kimberly is a relatively young squad. They have a record of 4-16, a lot of inexperience. The 1-0 is low.
Yeah, it's interesting with that
Ball
record
2.
because Kimberly is typically one of the better spring teams in the state. They made it to the semifinals this year. Last couple of years they made it to the state championship and lost, but in Legion they haven't been able to put it together. You figure that might have something to do with having 6 or 7 freshmen on the roster.
Absolutely. Young teams typically don't fare well in summer ball. And a 4-16 record definitely shows that. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
They've certainly got the goods from the Kimberly varsity team from the spring. They've got a handful of starters, but when it comes to depth, if you're playing in tournaments and things like that, it's tough.
Foul tip off the catcher. 2-2. The 2-2. Almost hit him with an off-speed curveball. That will make the count full 3-2 with nobody down to the leadoff. 3-2 to the leadoff man. Curveball. In foul territory, the first baseman going after it, and he just can't get to it. Herb gave it a look, went after it, but it banged up against the brick wall down the right field line. We'll do it again. 3-2 to the leadoff man, Marash. Marash this spring batted 237. The 3-2. Swing and a miss for out number one. That'll bring up the shortstop, Zach Lechner. Lechner batted 293 this spring with 7 runs batted in. Batting in the 5 spot here, Kimberly just needs him to get on base. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Freshman, he started on the excellent Kimberly varsity team this year. He played in over half the games, so this kid he's the real deal.
Lechner looks at a strike. A ball up. There's another ball upstairs. Lechner digs in. Pedon waits. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Count even at 2 apiece. The 2-2. Foul away. We'll do it again. Lechner's got a very easy stance. Stands straight up, quiet hands. Very quick to the ball. That's probably why he was very productive for the varsity squad. The 2-2 again is fouled away.
By Lechner in the early going. You want to rack up that pitch count as much as possible for Pedon if you're Kimberly, and he's doing just that.
Pedon has been wheeling and dealing early. He's been really efficient. The 2-2. Curveball on the outside corner, a beauty. That will sit down Lechner. 2 down. Now batting is the number 6 hitter, Davis Matz, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 32, Davis Matz.
Matz, the lefty, stands in. The pitch, low, ball 1. The 1-0 is in their first strike. Not wasting any time. Here comes the 1-1 from Pedon. Slapped the other way. Left fielder is under it. Makes the grab to retire the side. At the end of 2, Southwest 0, Kimberly 0. And we're back at Vanden Plas Field for the top of the 3rd inning. Southwest will send to the dish Brett Kaufman, Steven Gerbers, and Jared Bolson. Right now is the aforementioned Brett Kaufman, the left fielder. The deliver from Hastley in their first strike. Hastley ready? The 0-1. Ball outside. Hastley not wasting any time. He gets the ball, and he fires. The 1-1 is
There's
right
that
down the
two-seamer
middle for
again.
strike number 2. He loves that two-seamer. He's thrown it early and often here in the ballgame tonight. The 1-2. Kicks away from the catcher and it is low to even the count at 2 apiece. The 2-2 from Hasely. Check swing. He went around to play it
5 Ks
umpire.
now for Tanner Hazley, and we're only in the top of the third.
He's on a roll. He's got 5 in a row. Hasely will actually play baseball next year at Winona State, and he's been phenomenal all year. He was first team all-conference this year. Pitched a shutout in the state quarterfinals against Eau Claire North, which is one of the best hitting teams in Wisconsin. Strike one delivered. The 0-1. Hit into right field. Right fielder coming on. Slides and makes a nice grab. Nicely done by Ben Carew. With 2 down, that'll bring up the leadoff man, Jared Bolson. Hasely fires. Inside corner. Yes, he did. He got it. 0-1. The 0-1. Low for ball 1. Hasely landed funny and fell off the mound. Seems to be okay as he's ready to go and deliver the 1-1. And here it is. Right down Main Street. It is 1-2. Hasely, the tall and slender right-hander, working very quickly. 1-2. Ground ball to the second baseman, who's charging. And what turned into a routine play, Bolson beat it out for an infield single. That ball wasn't hit extremely
That's why
hard.
he out. Good hustle there by Jared Bolson to get on base with 2 gone here in the top of the third.
He keeps the line moving for the third baseman, Quinn Dallas. Bolson can motor. Let's see if he takes off. And he does. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. He'll steal second.
Good jump by Bolson there, and still a close play. It was a nice throw by the catcher Schumacher, but in the end, Bolson came out on top.
You can't teach speed, and Bolson definitely has it. Hasely delivers a strike to even up the count, 1-1. Hasely looking to win the 1-1 count here and put himself in a good position to end the inning. Ball outside, 2-1. Bolson stays put as that ball
Elias
is
is a
in
good
the
hitter
dirt.
for Southwest. This year for Notre Dame, he batted .311 with 5 extra base hits and 9 RBIs, and he's replicated that for the most part in the Legion season, batting .286 in conference play.
Ground ball up the middle, right back at Hasely. He will flip it to first to end the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. The score still 0.
Number 11, Bo Schumacher.
Leading off the bottom of the third, catcher Bo Schumacher. Schumacher ready, pit on, not wasting any time. Here's the pitch, spiked at about 50 feet instead of 60.
50-foot curveball.
1-0 to the leadoff man. Head on, adjusts his hat, and the delivery is upstairs. 2-0.
Schumacher was also a freshman this year. He made the Kimberly varsity team. He didn't start, but
Yes.
still a heck of an accomplishment for Schumacher.
Strike delivered to Schumacher. Schumacher, for a freshman, is a big kid, very lanky. He rifles one past the shortstop for a base hit in the left center field. He'll round, but he'll stay put at first as the ball comes in.
Schumacher kind of tomahawked that one out of out of his throat area. And resolves basically.
Left fielder, number 17,
Either way,
Ben
it's a base hit in the
Buckner.
scorebook. 1 on, nobody out
She's even bats left-handed.
for the left fielder, Ben Buckner. Squares the bunt, ball gets past the catcher. Schumacher will take second. Pitch was high, and Chavo, who was behind the dish, stood up, but it popped out of his mitt, trickled a few feet behind him. Runner in scoring position with nobody out now for the left fielder Buckner. Bedon looks on, stares back the runner, and the pitch. Low in the zone. 2-0 to Buckner. For a young team, they seem very poised at the dish early on. The 2-0 is inside. Kimberly is good in all of their sports programs. Football most notably. However, don't underestimate their baseball program. A lot of good young talent. The 3-0 is quite 10 feet out in front of home plate. So Buckner will draw a walk. And with that walk, runners on first and second, and that will bring up the number 9 hitter and the pitcher, Tanner Hastley.
Number 25, pitcher Tanner Hastley.
Chance for one of the few seniors on this team to give us the lead.
We saw in the last game there were a lot of opportunities for both teams to capitalize, and in the end, the Green Bay Shockers fell because they could not capitalize in that game. Kimberly looking to avoid that fate here tonight. 2-0 on Hastley.
So often the difference is time we hit him. Kimberly could really use some right now.
Doesn't even have to get a base hit. He just has to move the runners over. The 2-0 is outside. But on rushing himself just a little bit here. As he yanked that one to the outside. The 3-0. As one would expect, the pitcher has the red light. And that's a strike right down the middle to make it 3-1. Bet on. From the stretch, the throw. Line drive in the left field. Let's see if they try and score the runner from second. They do. Throw coming. And it is not in time. Schumacher came all the way around from second on the base, hit the left field. That gives Kimberly a 1-0 lead. Big timely hit from the pitcher helping his own cause. Now runners on first and second again with no one out.
Timely hitting there by the 9 hitter of all people too. That's what you like to see as a coach, get your bottom of the order. And now the top of the order has a chance to drive in some more runs.
Indeed they do. Drew Lechner, the center fielder and leadoff man, comes to the dish in a great position to help his team's cause.
Lechner's a tiny kid, he's only a freshman.
Looks at a strike.
Didn't make the varsity team this year, but clearly the Kimberly Legion team needs him at the top of the order. He's got to be doing something right.
The 0-1 slapped foul out of play. It's awfully humid and hot here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Head on laboring just a bit. We talked about efficiency earlier in the broadcast, and right now that's something he's not doing, as that pitch is up and away for a ball. 1-2 at the count. Runners on first and second with nobody down. Bet on a deep breath. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Big first out for Pennon.
It's big to get that K there and keep the ball out of play, because even a ground ball to the right side would probably move the runner over to third. So it's a nice job by
Ryan
digging
Carney.
and coming over to K.
Now we can hope for a ground ball to get him out of the inning and only giving up one. As Carney steps in, the third baseman looks at strike one. One down here in the bottom of the third. Runners on first and second for the third baseman, Carney, who slaps a line drive to the first baseman, who gobbles, and everyone's going to be safe. Herb tried to pick it cleanly.
Ruling.
It was a hot shot. He got his body out of the way, tried to pick it with his glove. It popped out of his mitt. Everybody is safe on the error by the first baseman, Herb. Bases,
Ben Carew.
the Kent State future
He's in
product.
trouble.
Bases loaded.
Boy,
Ball up.
A high curveball to start off the at-bat. That's dangerous.
You definitely want to keep the ball down. You don't want to give him anything up. He does have power that he could get one out of here.
4 home runs this spring.
The 1-0. Just a bit outside. 2-0 hitters count to Kimberly's best hitter, Ben Carew, the right fielder. Bases loaded, one down.
Gets his pitch here, he's going to unload on it.
Ooh.
And he had it, but he fouled it away into the Southwest bullpen.
He missed it.
Bedon has to be careful here. He cannot make a mistake. If there's one batter he has to be absolutely perfect on, it's definitely Carew. The 2-1. Swing and a drive to center field. It will drop in front of the center fielder. Everyone will move up one base, station to station. Kimberly now has a 2-0 lead in the third inning. Carew with a base hit to center field.
Carew knows what he does best, line drives. Sends that one right back up the middle where it came from. Gives Kimberly a 2-0
Bailey
lead.
Mirage.
Went deep into left center. His last at bat, this time a nice crisp single up the middle. And that will bring up the second baseman, Bailey Mirage, who grounds one up the middle. They will get the out at second. A run does score to make it 3-0 for Kimberly. 2 down, runners on the corners now for the shortstop, Zach Lechner.
Zach Lechner.
Boy, it's big to get this early lead for Kimberly. A team that only wins 4 games all year. You come into regionals thinking, oh, we're just going to come in here and lose 2 games and get home. But now they're showing they have some fight in them. And they're going to be a pretty confident team heading forward here, especially with Hazley out there.
No doubt about that. Hazley is dealing early. If he keeps that kind of production up, Kimberly is in really good shape. First pitch to Lechner is fouled back.
Whoa.
And
That cleared the bench.
into the Southwest dugout. Heads up in there, fellas. Two down, 1 strike on Lechner. Runners on the corners. On this-
Lechner, 293 hitter this spring.
We know he can hit. Kimberly would love to scratch across one more. Runner going, throw is over the shortstop who was covering.
Good backup.
Back up by the second baseman that saved a run. The pitch was low to even the count at 1. But now, after the stolen base, there's runners on second and third with 2 down. A base hit will definitely score 2 more. Nice slider on the outside corner to the right-handed Lechner. Bedon throwing a lot of pitches here in the early going. It's only the 3rd inning. The 1-2 just misses the outside corner.
Yeah, you're right about that pitch count, Alex. He's sitting at 58 right now.
Through 3 innings. On a hot and humid night, that's not what you want to happen if you're a pitcher. The 2-2. Fouled away. The last thing Bedon needs right now is a long battle from Lechner.
Yeah, he just wants to get back in the dugout at this point.
Lechner not letting him go back to the dugout as he's battling with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Got it.
Swing and a miss. Lechner strikes out. Bedon gets out of the
Kimberly, 3
jam, but he
runs
does
on
give up
3
3.
hits. 1 error,
Kimberly now
2
leads
left.
3,
After 3 innings,
Southwest
Kimberly 3,
has
Southwest
nothing. We'll be
0.
back after this. And welcome back. We had some technical difficulties, so we'll get you caught up here. The leadoff man grounded out to second base. And now it is a 1-1 count with 1 down. And the big fella swings and misses. It's the pitcher, Zach Pedden, who's batting right now. He's got a 1-2 count with 1 down. Ground ball into the shortstop. Pedden digging. The throw from the shortstop is high.
Drop the ball.
And the first baseman made a nice play. He went up to grab the ball and tag Pedden out, but he dropped the baseball. Pedden is safe at first. Nice hustle by the big fella. 1 down, runner on first for Noah Volacek, the second baseman for Southwest.
Noah Volacek. Perfect double play runners here.
Casey looks on, fires. Ground ball.
Come on, Jared, you should
That
have
is
that.
foul. Hastily cruising through the first 3 innings and a third. Looking to continue that trend here. The 0-1. Curveball inside that is fouled back by Volacek. Bringing the count to 0-2.
And we just heard in between games here that Volacek tore his ACL twice in the past 2 years, so he's quite the trooper for being out here playing today.
It's a real shame when a young athlete's career is cut short or tampered with by injury. And Volacek swings and misses. 2 down, runner on first. That will bring up the first baseman, Eric Erb.
Eric Erb.
He wears number 12 for Southwest. The tall first baseman. Digs in. Hastily looks on, checks the runner at first. And the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Herb struck out in his first at-bat. He was part of Hastely's 5K streak. Hastely looking to do that again. The 1-0 is outside. 2-0 on the first baseman for Southwest. Hastely looks on. He's ready to fire. Checks the runner, and here's the pitch. Fouled away. 2-1 now the count to Eric Erb. Hastily ready and fires. Ball outside. Hitters count 3-1 to the first baseman for Southwest.
Been pretty rare for a Southwest batter to get 3 balls into the count. Let's see what Eric Erb does with it here.
The way Hastely's moving, he better take advantage here. The 3-1. A perfect pitcher's pitch that's called a strike on the low outside corner. Full count, 2 down, runner at first will be in motion. Herb looking to capitalize on this opportunity. Hastily sets. And here's the delivery. Swing and a miss.
For Southwest, no runs, no hits,
Hastily
1 error, 1
the
left.
second man
Going to the bottom of the
does not
4th, 3-0.
matter.
Kimberly.
After 3.5, it's Kimberly 3 and Southwest 0.
Sorry, I got it on my phone.
And back at Vandenplas Field, Pedden fires and a base hit up the middle for number 32, Davis Matz.
Oh, about 2 minutes.
First baseman strolls into first base with a single. And that will bring up number 11 and the catcher, Bo Schumacher.
Bo Schumacher.
Kimberly's record may not reflect it, but tonight they look very impressive early on, working deep counts and making solid contact off Zach Benton.
No rest for Pettin. He gave up the 3 runs in the last inning. First pitch sent out for a single in this one.
First pitch is high to the catcher. 1-0 to number 11. Pettin looks on. Ball up. Welcome back to Vanden Plas Field. Leadoff man reached on a single up the middle. 2-0 now on the Kimberly backstop. Schumacher, who fouls this one into the net.
Through the net.
2-1 on the Kimberly backstop. Pettin, deep breath, sets and fires. It's outside in the dirt. 3-1 now to Schumacher. Pettin really laboring over the last couple innings. His pitch count is definitely climbing where he might have a short outing. Up and in. Schumacher will take a walk and bring up the left fielder, Ben Buckner. Buckner walked in his first
Ben
at bat.
Buckner.
And he is ready, as is Pettin in the dish, and it's a bunt. A
bunt.
beautiful drag bunt down the third base line. Everyone's going to be safe. Nobody saw it coming. Beautifully done. Pettin could not get off the mound fast enough. So an infield single for Buckner, and that will bring up the pitcher, Tanner Hazley.
Tanner Hazley.
Controlling that bunt. Put him in the perfect spot. No way anyone's going to get him on that.
Can't do it much better than that. First pitch to Hazley is fouled up. Catcher has a beat on it, and he will put the squeeze on it to record out number 1. That's a big out number 1. Bases are loaded. 1 down. But unfortunately for Southwest, the leadoff man, Drew Lechner, is
Drew
out.
Lechner.
Lechner has K'd twice tonight. But don't let that fool you. He's got a 293 average. He also has 7 RBIs. He's looking for number 8 and 9. Pitch, slap to the third baseman. He'll step on third, throw across the diamond. Got him. Nicely done. Double play of pitcher's best friend to get Pettin out of a jam. Huge play by the third baseman. And we'll go to the 5th with a score. Kimberly 3.
For Kimberly, no runs on 2 hits.
Leadoff man to
Volkansky.
this inning will be Chris Volkansky. Volkansky is tall and thin. He's a right-handed hitter. White batting gloves, blue and white cleats.
Wouldn't Grandpa fix that?
And he awaits the Hazley offering. And it's a swing and a miss.
Doesn't Grandpa see that?
0-1 to Volkansky. Hazley again, not wasting time, working very quickly the 0-1. Ball low. Changeup has nice movement, and it hasn't found the zone very often tonight. Much more of a chase pitch. The 1-1. Fastball in the dirt. 2-1. Hazley, the tall right-hander, wears number 25. Rocking the old school red and black stirrups. And he delivers 2-2. Is now the count. The 2-2 offering is just a hair outside. Hazley probably would have liked to get that call, but regardless, it is now a full count to Volkansky. The full offering. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fields fires. Tie again.
He's dead duck. He's a dead duck.
Oh boy. Ball got past the first baseman. Walkanski was digging for second, and he was thrown out. Almost avoided the tag.
Can you give an error on that one?
Walkanski reached on the air, tried to take off for second, then was thrown off. It was thrown out as he failed to reach second base.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little bit smarter there, facing the guy who's pitching as well as Hazley. You got to take what you can get. Stay at first on that.
Brett Kaufman.
Yes, you're right. Don't bite off more than you can
And that
chew.
baby hit the wall.
If you get first base,
Had a nice back
Hazley,
by
you
the
take
catcher.
first base.
Now instead of leadoff man on, nobody out, there's one down in the inning and pretty big momentum killer right there.
On the other side, nice play by the
Goal.
backstop for Kimberly. Bo Schumacher backing up that play and was able to throw out Walkanski rounding first. Foul ball from the left fielder who's now batting, Brett Kaufman.
Come on, Brett.
The 0-2 to Kaufman. Buckled his knees a bit, but Hazley did not get the call. Count now 1-2. Still in Hazley's favor. And he pulled that one outside to make it 2-2.
Boy, I've seen a lot of throws here today in both games. Airmail.
Hazley looks on, communicating with his catcher, and time is called by the batter. Catcher will actually walk out there as they are not on the same page. We'll talk it over.
Come on, Brett.
Schumacher doing a nice job behind the plate, calling pitches for Hazley,
Good eye.
and that one's in the dirt for another full count. 3-2 to Kaufman. The pitch. Outside, he walked him.
That's a big play now.
One down. Runner on first. And that will bring up the left-handed right fielder, Steven Gerbers.
Steven Gerbers.
Gerbers flew out to right field in his first at-bat.
That's a big out now.
The lead by Kaufman at first. The pitch, and it's a bunt in front of home plate. It's going to stay fair. And he beat it out. Catcher pounced on it right away. But Gerbers, quick enough, he beat out the throw, and now we got runners on first and second with only one down.
Jared
Another
Olson.
great bunt, as we saw in the last
You
game.
might see another one here.
Kimberly dropped one down, very similar right there for Gerbers to get on board. Now we got runners on first and second, one down. First real chance of the game for
You might see
Southwest.
another bunt here.
And they got the guy that they want at the plate. Jared Bolson, the center fielder. He's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. And he also has a stolen base to his credit as well. He looked at ball one and now fouls one away to make the count 1-1. 1-1, one down. Runners on first and second.
Wilson, one of their top hitters this summer. He's second team all conference in the spring.
Ooh, that's so good.
And he calls time here as Hazley took his sweet time. Hazley, to his credit so far, when there have been runners on, he's done a nice job controlling the running game. The 1-1.
You're not gonna get him.
Between
You're not
the
gonna get him.
shortstop and the third baseman, the throw is offline. Everyone's safe.
Yeah.
We're going to give him credit for a single.
Yep. Yeah, Jordan said
It was off the inside part of the bat, right off the handle. He pushed it out in between the shortstop and the third baseman, and then it was just simply his speed from there on. Dallas will step in and he'll look at ball one.
Good spot for one of your top hitters here. Bases juiced. Could really use a hit for Southwest.
How big is that mental mistake from Walkanski looking right now?
Yeah.
The
Essentially
1-0.
went to one off the board.
Yeah, it could be 1-3 right now
Oh,
as Dallas fouls one away.
John. Matt.
Dallas in a big spot here for Southwest, trying to pull it back into this one.
Right at it.
And Hazley.
Nope.
A soft liner that is dropped on the second baseman. Everyone is safe. Second baseman blocked it with his body but could not relocate it. So it is now Kimberly 3. Southwest is on the board with 1.
You got them for 4
And
hours.
One gone in the inning too.
Southwest has something cooking here in the top of the 5th inning. And a mound visit
And Shabo off.
from their head coach.
Well, you can't fault Dallas for that, putting the ball in play when he needed to, bases loaded. And ultimately, things just went out and worked for him. Sometimes that's all you gotta do is just put it out there.
Baseball can be a cruel game, but sometimes it can also give you a gift.
Cole
Southwest
Shabo.
right there.
These
Now the
people
3-hitter
will
at the plate for
gap
Southwest
shot.
with the bases still loaded.
Maybe not against
He
this
struck
guy.
out in his first at
Shabo
bat.
can hit.
Almost gets hit in the dome, but he'll look at ball 1. 1 down, bases loaded. Corners are in for Kimberly. Playing for a double play, back up the middle, and a fly ball just over the second baseman's head. He adjusts, makes the grab for out number 2.
They call infield fly.
Soft line drive. Again, nothing's going to really carry here tonight with this hot and
Zach
thick
Taylor.
air.
Should put Dylan Callahan shot. But
And
that's a little
now
bit earlier.
the pitcher,
Come on, Zach. Help yourself right here.
Zach Bedman, will step in and he'll swing and miss at strike number 1. If Hazley can get out of this jam only giving up 1 run, he's going to be feeling awfully good, considering it was bases loaded and 1 out. As the big fella fouls 1 away. 0-2 on Pedman. The 0-2 from Hazley. In the dirt. Nice block by the catcher Schumacher. 1-2 now the count. 2 down. All 3 base runners will take their lead. Hazley sets and fires. Line drive, but right at the second baseman, he lays out. What a play by the second baseman.
For Southwest, 1 run, 2 hits.
Rob Pedman
2 errors,
hit,
3 left.
maybe even a
We're going to the
couple
bottom of the 5th.
after
Kimberly 3.
the first half
Southwest
of the
1.
5th. Southwest does get on the board with 1. Kimberly right here at Vanden Plas Field. Southwest had a golden opportunity to capitalize. They had bases loaded 1 out. They had a soft liner to the second baseman, and then all of a sudden the second baseman robbed the pitcher Pedman a nice diving play. And he saved that ball from going to right field, and he also saved a couple runs.
You know, the bottom of the 5th for Kimberly.
Now,
Ryan
Kimberly will come out
Carney.
and finish. And it's the third baseman, Ryan Carney. Carney's 0 for 2. He reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. Looking to get a base hit or a walk here. First pitch is lined into center field and right on cue. Oh my! What a grab by the center fielder. Jared Bolson has been the do-everything man here tonight. Makes a great sliding catch out in center field, robbing what would have been a
Ben
sure hit
Carew.
for Ryan Carney.
He's having quite the game.
And now brings up the long ball threat Ben Carew, who will look at ball 1.
Best way to face this guy is with the bases empty.
Absolutely. Worst case scenario, you give up 1 run. The 1-0. In there for a strike. Carew is 1 for 2 today. He had an RBI base hit back in the 3rd. And this time slaps
have
one
him.
to the second baseman. He's racing down the first base
Nice
line. Made a
hustle.
close play, but he's out.
Nice.
Second baseman was playing right behind the second
I like
base
to see
bag.
that.
Did a nice job adjusting. And he throws out a hustling Carew. 2 down. And that'll bring up the Kimberly second baseman, Bailey Marash.
Bailey Marash.
Boy, after these last couple innings, with Pettin struggling out there, he could really use a 1-2-3 inning, and he's 1 out away from that.
And he gets strike 1 here to Marash. Pettin looks in. The windup and fires. Outside. Ball 1. Pettin not wasting time. Here's the 1-1.
Oops.
And he spiked that one. That bounced in front of home plate, making it the count 2-1. We've talked about those ever so crucial 1-1 counts, and Pettin hasn't won many of them tonight. But he does get a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw is high, and it will take Herb, the first baseman, off of the bag. So Marash will reach on an error by the third baseman, Dallas, to keep the inning alive for Kimberly.
As the third baseman there, pitcher, he was struggling a little bit earlier and
Zach
needed
Fleitner.
1-2-3 inning. You got to pick him up there. Gotta make that play.
Yep.
We've talked about the conditions here tonight. Any more work than you have to do in these type of conditions is absolutely, it could impact the game in a very significant manner.
Keep them close.
It's approaching the 80 pitch mark is Pettin, so I wonder how much longer he's going to go.
He's through 4 2/3 already, looking to get through 5 full. And that one is also a little bit short for ball 1. Two down for Kimberly. In the bottom half of the 5th, Kimberly leads 3-1. Runner takes his lead from first. And the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul down the third base line. Count is 1-1 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Lechner steps in, waits, and a pickoff throw from Pettin does not get him at first base. Marash is safe at first.
What brings you out?
Pettin sets, fires, and that's a foul ball, making the count 1 and 2. Lechner, the shortstop, has K'd twice tonight, looking to avoid the hat trick.
Tend to when he's out of the box.
Pettin sets and fires. Ball outside, runner going from first. He
Got him.
is out, throwing time, nicely done.
For Kimberly, no runs, no hits, 1 error,
Nicely
nobody
done by
left.
the
We played
backstep.
5, 3-1. Kimberly.
Shabo through 5. The score is Kimberly 3, Southwest 1. And we're back. And Southwest will now step to the plate, trying to tie this game up or even take a lead here in the top
Lead
of
on
the
the top of the
6th
6th. Noah Volacek.
inning. Leading off is the second baseman, Noah Volacek. Volacek tonight has struck out. This time he grounds into the third baseman, who makes a diving attempt. He gets up and throws. High throw. Pulled the first baseman off the bag. Volacek will reach safely. Good effort by the third baseman.
Error
Just
number
could not
5.
complete
No,
the
you're
play.
gonna hit.
So Volacek will reach.
Come on, Eric.
How's that over?
Credit him with a hit there. And now stepping into the dish, the first
Eric
baseman.
Herb.
Herb had an opportunity in his last at bat, could not capitalize on a bases loaded opportunity. But he's got an opportunity to make up for that here. No one out runner on first. Squares to bunt, pulls it back as the pitch was low.
That's
Ball
why
1.
you won the title. You beat the people we had to. It was
Volacek on
really
first. Not a threat to steal second base.
Good opportunity for Southwest leadoff man on.
Scores the bunt.
40 runs, 45.
Home plate umpire says he did attempt to bunt, so that would be a strike. 1-1 is the count.
Well, we're going to give McMahon 5. But out for almost 7 minutes.
Herb digs in.
Of course, Dom's gone.
Hazley trying to avoid any more damage to his outing. Oh, decapitated the third baseman, hard ground ball. Shortstop stops it from going into the outfield, but it doesn't matter. Everyone's going to reach safely. Herb hit that ball hard. Third baseman playing in, expecting a bunt. Hard ground ball right back at him. Almost hit him in the face. That could have been scary for Kimberly. Fortunately, he's okay. But they are in a little bit of trouble
Chris
here,
Wolkanski.
as Southwest is threatening with runners on first and second. Chris Wolkanski will step to the dish.
Really?
Arnie was playing halfway to home plate on that.
It's a real
Tough one hopper straight at him.
That's got to be.
It's hard stopping.
That has to be scary when you're expecting bunt and don't get a bunt. And you get instead you get a ball right to the face. Ball 1 to Wolkanski. Wolkanski in his last at bat reached on an error, but he was thrown out trying to take second base on the overthrow. Looking to make up for that here. Squares the bunt. Pulls back. Ball high. 2-0 to Wolkanski.
These corner infields aren't afraid, are
They're
they?
not very shy, are they, about charging?
First baseman, obviously not aware what just happened to the hot cornerman. He's charging. He's about 2 feet from home plate. Swing and a miss from Wolkanski. That first baseman better look out.
Good you got a button you can't hit.
First baseman is Davis Max for Kimberly. Expecting bunt, charging. He's about 15 feet away from home.
Oh,
And a foul ball by Wolkanski. He bunted it foul. 2-2 is the count. Wolkanski could come up big here for
yeah, why
Southwest.
not?
Run them back in.
'Cause this time you can be charging.
Learn how to do it
Hazley
right.
looking to get out of a jam with a big out here. And he steps off.
There's ground plays.
Hazley readjusts, sets, and fires. Swing and a miss.
Oh, it's a little tricky
Big
bunt.
strikeout from Ben Hazley. Excuse me, Tanner Hazley.
Good choice, but they can't hit.
Brett
He's a good
Kaufman.
kill of the game. Surrendered just one walk. No earned runs despite giving up for one.
This is a whole barrel.
Time called by the new batter, number 24, Brett Kaufman.
Let's go, Brett.
But still threatening.
Come on, Brett.
They haven't really hit the ball hard off Hazley. Routine grounders, soft liners, but they find themselves in a position to score here again.
That's how I stop.
Good eye, Brett.
First pitch to Kaufman is low.
Pitching for your front foot. You can't pull out. Your body is impossible to get your body around that.
Kaufman now has an opportunity to put a dent into the Kimberly lead. The 1-0 swung on in a line drive, foul over the Southwest bullpen.
One home run. Half the right, left center, right in the middle.
Kaufman digs in here,
Now you're going to really.
fouls another one away, 1-2.
Good cut, Brett.
Polacek getting an aggressive lead out at second base, looking to score on anything hit in the outfield.
Yeah,
Center fielder playing fairly deep here against Kaufman. Left fielder as well playing very deep. Right fielder's in a bit, so anything to right field, Polacek may not be able to score. Anything to center or left field, Polacek should have home plate easily. Hazley ready for the 1-2. The pitch. He's in the dirt and gets away from the catcher Schumacher. Everyone
there
will
they are, boys.
Let's go, Brett. Come on, put that baby in play.
2-2 is the count. Runners now on second and third after the wild pitch. Big opportunity here for Southwest.
No, we pushed the games back for an hour, and then we hit a rain delay, 45-minute rain delay after Beautiful.
Anything to center or left field is definitely going to score 2 as Hazley steps off.
Well, if Jared hadn't put the work in for the
Now he
11:30
sets.
on, we wouldn't be there. But we had, I got
Hazley's
Josh.
offering is chopped to the third baseman. He'll field, look back the runner at third, throw to first.
Nicely done.
Retire Kaufman.
Unfortunately.
Good play by Ryan Carney at third base. Make sure that runner's not going home. Keep him at third
Josh brought
base.
over on
That
second.
is textbook how coaches and parents teach their kids how to play the position
Bumped it off.
in that situation.
That's the
2
only
away
way
now.
Steven Gerbers.
Stephen Gerbers is the
Steven,
batter.
clutch it.
See if the Southwest 9-hitter come up with some offense for him.
Boy, do they need him here. And he watches a first pitch two-seamer on the outside corner. The lefty not wearing batting gloves this evening. There's an open stance and a white bat. And inside pitch gets away from the catcher, but nothing doing. Malachek will stay put at third.
That was
1-1, 2 down.
Malachek, not the fastest guy in the world, having 2 torn ACLs, probably a good idea.
Probably has to get a substantial amount away for him to try and score. Gerbers digs in, the 1-1. On the outside corner, a pitcher's pitch, but it is called a strike nonetheless. 1-2, 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Kimberly's up 3-1. Big spot for Gerbers.
Come on, Steven.
Receives the offering from Hazley, but it's in the dirt. 2-2 to the lefty.
It's amazing. You just keep green sitting on this.
Hazley fires the 2-2. Swinging a drive to center field. Center fielder charging. 3 people
No,
there,
nice
and the
play,
shortstop
Joe.
comes up with
Nice
it.
play, Joe.
That could have been dangerous.
Wow.
Not only because of the game, but there could have been a serious pileup in shallow center field. But regardless,
Southwest still runs.
Southwest
2
cannot
hits,
capitalize
no
on the
errors, 2
opportunity.
left.
And
3-1,
still
going to the
leads
bottom of the 6th.
3-1.
That was close.
I thought for sure someone was getting truth. Glad to have you with us on this hot and humid Thursday evening.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, Zach
Kimberly will
Leitner.
now step to the dish. And it is
Any thought about moving them
the
up?
shortstop, Zach Lechner, who swings and misses at pitch number 1. The big fella fires. That ball's upstairs.
How are you? I thought it was about 3 years.
Penn struggling out there with his command a little bit. He's at 82 pitches and we're only through 5 innings. Oh, there's a shot in the left field. Left fielder misses it over his head.
Got him a hit, don't I?
Lechner rounding for second. Left fielder picks it up by the Holiday inside out. Left fielder Van plus field. And Lechner strolls into second with a double. That ball was roped off the bat of Zach Lechner. And the left fielder misjudged that ball terribly.
Yeah, Kaufman out there looked like a deer in the
Davis,
headlights. He didn't know what to do with that one. First step's always got to be back as an outfielder. He just kind of stood around there. And as a result, he goes over his head. And Lechner ends up at second base.
That'll bring up to the dish lefty, who pops it up.
Chris is
Batting was Davis Matz. Matz popped up to the shortstop and is caught. And that is out number 1.
Bo Schumacher.
That'll bring up the Kimberly backstop, Bo Schumacher. He does have a hit tonight. Looking to drive in another run here, another insurance run, but he'll look at ball 1 to start this at bat.
He laid down the nice bunt earlier in the game. See if he might try something similar here.
Corner's pulling back. Ball 2. Third baseman playing even with the bag. The rest of the infield playing normal depth. Count is 2-0. The pitch is in there for a strike. Pedden fires. It's in there for strike two. Battling back here. Started 2-0 and now it's 2-2 with one down. After the double by Lechner, runner on second with one out. Pitches outside to Schumacher, close call, but Pedden couldn't get it. Full count, one down. Lechner takes his lead off a second. Pedden sets and fires. And he fouls it away.
Street cleaner.
A lot of good battles for both sides against Hazley and Pedden. Hazley's won most of his. Pedden unfortunately has lost most of his, and he just plunked Schumacher. Schumacher got hit in the back. He will take first base. And Kimberly's cooking again with runners on first and second with only one down.
Good. Buckner.
Oh, that's what they're looking for there.
Now an opportunity to capitalize for the left-handed left fielder, Ben Buckner. Buckner wearing gray batting gloves, red cleats. Looks at ball one.
I'm going to say now these are the guys you want.
Pedden's over the 90 pitch mark now, so he's starting to get tired out.
You can tell fatigue is setting in. I don't expect his outing to last much longer, but he does deliver a strike here. Command has been his issue for most of the night tonight, but has to lock in here to get his team out of a jam. The 1-1 is fouled into the catcher's mitt. 1-2.
Who is your name? Quinn or Eric?
Pedden now in favor.
Come on, Cal, big picture.
Big fella fires and it's fouled away.
Keep battling in there, bud.
We're bad.
Runners take their leads from first and second, one away. And the pitch is chopped in between third and shortstop fields, but he fakes the throw, no play. But he does save that ball that was ticketed for left field.
Well, another chance for Hazley to help his own cause out here. Base is loaded for the pitcher.
Hazley's had a lot of opportunities with the base
Hazley.
loaded already in this game. Hazley would love to add an insurance run and help out his cause. All right, he'll look at a ball outside. Well, if you're pitching, you can't walk him. Command's been an issue, but you cannot walk the pitcher Hazley here because there's nowhere to put him. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Corners are playing in with one out. Southwest hoping for a double play as the infielders are in double play depth up the middle.
Nice pitch.
Hazley looks at strike two. Nice breaking ball that broke to the outside, caught the corner.
Get him there.
Good chance for Pedden, but he spikes the ball. Runner coming from third. He will score standing as that ball kicked away from the catcher. So now it is 4-1 in Kimberly's favor. That is not what Southwest wanted to happen right there. Pedden will have to reset and refocus after the wild pitch. The 2-2 offering is on the inside corner, a huge strikeout. Zach Pedden may be able to get out of this jam with only one run given up.
It's a big pitch, especially going right after the wild pitch to be able to reset,
Drew
back and get the
Blechner.
second out and get the second out of the inning.
No doubt about it. And that'll bring up leadoff man who fouls it away. Left-handed Lechner, center fielder. Open stance. Red and neon green batting gloves. Looks at a ball up and away. Lechner also sporting the face protector. It's the extension piece of the batting helmet that covers the jaw. He fouls the 1-1 away. Now 1-2 with 2 down. Lechner ready, Pedden ready. Pedden fires, slap down the line. It's a fair ball. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Lechner rounding first will stay at first base. Huge 2-run, 2-out RBI single by the center fielder and leadoff man Drew Lechner.
That's a big hit right there, make the run. Deficit 5 for Southwest. With only 3 games to go. It's going to be
Ryan Carney.
for the Green Bay boys to claw back into this one.
They got to work Hazley a little bit more. He's been pretty efficient all night long. Although Southwest has had opportunities. Pedden checks on Lechner.
You know,
Kimberly center fielder not going anywhere.
Shockers in Southwest. More went 1.
Ryan Carney, the third baseman, steps in. And he'll look at a curveball high for ball 1.
Yep.
Lechner takes his lead off first. Carney trying to keep the line moving here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Line to the first baseman. Eric Erb makes the leaping grab to retire this inning. We'll go to the 7th. Kimberly adds to their lead. It is now 6, Kimberly, Southwest 1. Glad to have you here at Vandenplas Field tonight. For those who are just joining us,
Lead up top of the
Kimberly
7th.
pitcher
Jared
Tanner
Bolson.
Hazley has been nothing short of spectacular this evening, only allowing 6 hits and 1 run.
Here we go.
And as I speak, a bunt dropped down, and pitcher fields fires, but it's dropped by the first baseman.
E3.
Nice play by Hazley to get off the mound.
5
But that
errors and
is
they're winning by 5 runs.
He did hit it up and halfway up the tree. Brookner hit the top of it.
that was the leadoff man,
Dallas.
Eric Olson, center fielder. He has been on
Long
fire
shot to
tonight. He
the
can do
seat.
no wrong. Let's see if he takes off here to try and create something. He does not. But there's a fly ball in the center field for Dallas.
The one that went
Dallas
farther
hit
was Nick Olson's off.
Dallas hit it well.
In Joanna.
But not quite well enough to
Cole
hold up
Chavo.
for the center fielder, Drew Lechner.
Yes, you did.
That'll bring up number 13, the Southwest backstop, Cole Chavo, with 1 down and a runner on first.
I went out the
Strike
back to go after
delivered
Olsen
on the
hit that
inside
home
corner
run.
by Hazley.
He said, I better not throw that ball like that again. He said, I think still isn't coming down.
Chavo digs in. Hazley looks at Bolson. He's set. And the pitch. Bolson running. Hazley delivers, and it's a line drive down the left field line. Bolson is flying around the third base bag, but he's going to be held up by the head coach. Maybe could have scored, but nonetheless, it's a double for the Southwest backstop.
Zach, head on.
And once again, another chance for Southwest to get on the board here with a couple runs.
Oh, he's warming
And
Gerber's
especially now
out.
being down by 5 runs, they can really use it.
Yo, guys, let's go.
Pedden steps to the dish. And he'll look at a strike on the inside corner. Another opportunity for Southwest that they have got to take advantage of if they want to stay in this ball game. Down 5 already have an opportunity to cut that in half. The pitch. Outside 1-1. Lefty Steven Gerbers is warming up in the Southwest bullpen.
That's part of why
Have to
he's
imagine
still
Pedden's
right.
night on the mound is done. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but not far away enough to let the runner from third score.
Huh?
2-1, 1 down.
Nice little breeze coming through here.
Pitcher Pedden at the dish.
Hayes is over 100 pitches now. He's showing signs of fatigue in this inning.
And the 2-1 is low, 3-1. Well, you said it best. You can tell fatigue is setting in. He's not as sharp as he has been throughout the first 6 innings of this ballgame. Struggling here to get it out. The 3-1. Strike. It was a high call. Drew a reaction from the Southwest crowd. Didn't necessarily like that call, but it is still 3-2. 1 down. And the pitch. No swing and a miss.
Come on.
Pedden's got to be frustrated by that. 3-1. A questionable strike call, and then a swing and a miss to make it 2 outs now for Southwest.
Noah Volacek.
Volacek will step into the dish with 2 down. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Southwest has left a lot of men in scoring position, hoping not to be hoping for that not to be the case here in the 7th. And that's a ball outside.
For Hazley, it's been a case of
What I was thinking.
bend but don't break. He's gotten out of a few jams before this one.
A few nice defensive plays, get him out of a couple jams. It's not like Southwest has been hitting the ball hard, but they have hit the ball enough. And a swing and a miss to make the count 1-2. 1-2. Runner at second taking a backside lead in the event that there is a base hit. He's going to try and score the 1-2. Outside. 2-2. 2 down. Runners still on second and third for Southwest. Big opportunity that they need to cash in right here. The 2-2 is outside. Nice block by the backstop Schumacher. Full count, 2 down.
You okay?
Well, he got some dirt in his eye there, Schumacher, on that pitch.
It's almost like when Paul Rotherham threw dirt in that kid's face.
Some
Years back.
casual baseball fans probably don't appreciate the beating that your catcher takes day in and day out.
Do catchers take a beating? And here's a catcher right here.
That's why I walk funny today.
Looks like Schumacher's all right after that little incident.
Come on, Noah.
Blinked out that dirt. Back in action. Full count, 2 down. Swing and a hard ground ball to the shortstop who fields it cleanly. Throws. Close
He
play.
can hustle.
But he's retired to end the top of the 7th and to end the threat. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Kimberly still leading 6-1.
For
We'll be
Southwest,
back.
no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We're going to bottom of the. What are you going to do?
Welcome back
Should-
inside
should
Van
more than
Plas
one
Field,
run.
where Kimberly has taken a dominating lead,
But
6-1.
Doug made a good point.
Tanner Hazley, the pitcher for Kimberly, has been nothing short of dominant today. He's gotten out of several jams thanks to his own ability to strike out people, as well as his solid defense. New pitcher in for Southwest. It's the lefty, Steven Gerbers. Pedman went a full 7 innings.
3 of them hit in front
Gave
of
up
the plate.
6 earned. I'm sorry, 6 innings. 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned, walked 2, struck out 6, and he hit 1 batter. Not a great night, but the defense could have helped him out a little bit. 2 errors on the night.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a rough go, but things just weren't working his way tonight, and that's the way it goes in baseball sometimes.
As we mentioned earlier, baseball can give you gifts, but it can also be a cruel game at the same time.
See if Gerbers can get in there and give him some consistency. They could really use a couple scoreless innings here.
Don't need anything fancy out of Gerbers. They just need him to throw strikes,
Ben, get him started.
get back
Lead
into
off
the
ball to
dugout
7.
so they can swing the sticks a little
Ben
bit.
Carew.
It's going to be a baptism by fire for Rivers with his first batter he's facing.
Yeah, nice
Not an
guy.
easy
Nice
task.
guy to start off with.
The lefty will have to face the Kent State future product, Ben Carew, the right fielder. And he almost hit him. Fastball way inside. And the 1-0 is also outside. Lined in the left field, and it's a foul ball. Not by much, but it is called a foul ball.
That was well hit. 2-0, he was waiting for that pitch.
Gerbers has to be thankful that ball ended up fouled. That could have been trouble right out of the gate. But the Kent State commit will step back in. The 2-1 is low. 3-1 now, the count to Carew. Gerbers wheels and fires. Fly ball deep left field. This ball is trouble, and that ball is gone.
Home run for Ben Carew.
Carew crushed that ball over the hometown sports and apparel sign in left center field. That's not an easy home run to get.
No, it is not. It is a deep park here at Vandenplas Field. Carew makes it look easy. No doubt over the left field fence. Gives Kimberly a 7-1 lead. Beautiful swing.
Welcome to the game, Stephen Gerbers. Gerbers will have to try and settle back in, the lefty.
Bailey
Just gave up
Mirage.
a home run to Carew.
Oops.
And the first pitch since is in the dirt, 1-0.
Now, if you're Bailey Mirage right now, you want to jump on Gerber's legs. A little bit rattled. Just came in the game. Gave up a home run. This is the opportunity to get even more.
And another ball that falls short of home plate. In the dirt, 2-0. The 2-0 is short again. Not extending on those pitches. He's thrown 3 in the dirt. Not a great response from Gerbers after giving up the long home run to Carew. Now he fires a strike on the outside corner. The 3-1. That ball is hit well, but this one will stay in the park. Center fielder coming in a little bit, and he'll retire the cleanup hitter, Mirage. 1 down
Zach Bleichner.
here in the bottom of the 7th inning. If you're just joining us, in the 3rd inning, Kimberly took a 3-0 lead. Then in the 5th, Southwest retaliated. They got 1. Pitch by Gerbers is in there for strike 1 to the shortstop, Zach Lechner. Then after Kimberly got 3 in the bottom of the 6th, just minutes ago, Ben Carew hit one of the longest home runs I've ever seen from a high school player over the left center field wall. 1-1 the count to Lechner. Line foul over the third baseman. Two batters, both have made solid contact so far off of Gerbers. But he sets and fires. The 1-2 is fouled away. We'll do it again. Also, just a heads up for the regional Legion games, we play a full 9, not 7 like the normal high school rule says, because that ball is in the dirt. 2-2, 1 down.
And as we saw in the last game, that 9 innings can make all the difference.
And there's a shot into the gap. This will get down for extra bases. Lechner coming to second, slides, and he'll be safe at second. A little bit of an awkward slide as he ran into the shortstop Walkansky. But it's a double.
Hey, come on now, Davis!
Nice piece of hitting by the
Davis and Matz.
Go, Davis!
Put it squarely between the center fielder and the right fielder.
Whoa.
And we saw so out of the gates that was the difference in him getting to second. It was a close play there.
Looked like a sure double. Ball died in between the center fielder and the right fielder. It was a much closer play, as you just pointed out. Davis Matz, the lefty, steps in now. Ball in the dirt. 1-0.
Come on, Davis, there, drive him, kid.
I understand Rivers doesn't want to elevate the ball, but he's thrown several in the dirt here.
Go, Davis.
It almost looks like he's trying to guide it into the strike zone. And you can never do that as a pitcher. You just got to throw it.
And another one in the dirt. Blocked, and Lechner will take third
Good work, Ford.
on the ball in the dirt.
Right before you.
2-0 for Matt, so runner on third, only 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th.
Bring her on, Davis.
The fire, and Matz fouls it away. Ball is elevated, and Matz took a healthy hack, just couldn't connect. Gerbers looks in. The 2-1 is fouled away. 2-2 now to the left-handed batter Matz.
Landing gear.
And Gerber's pitch, a curveball that was hanging a bit, but Matz couldn't take advantage, and he fouls that one over the Kimberly dugout. Count remains 2-2 for the first baseman. The pitch. Fouled away again.
Well, we know where all the baseballs are.
Gerber sent a rough inning, gave up a solo shot to Carew, and then a double, and now he's battling here against the left-handed first baseman Matz. Gerbers comes, sets, and fires. Another foul ball.
Insane spot.
Thank you.
Matz making Gerbers work out of the pen.
Good one, Davis.
They got them all.
Comes set and fires. There's a line drive to the center fielder
cool.
who makes the
That's up, though.
grab. Should be deep enough to score the run. Here comes the throw, but it's not in time. Another run scores for Kimberly to make the score 8-1 in favor of Kimberly.
Matt's absolutely murdered that ball.
Yes, he did.
If that's 50 feet to the left or right, that's down for a double or a triple.
Come on, Bobo. Come on, Bobo.
That's all 3 hits in this inning have been hard hit off of Gerbers. Having a rough night here, but there is 2 down.
Oh,
It's 1 more to
Schumacher.
get out of it.
If you didn't know beforehand, you would not think Kimberly was 4-16 this summer.
Absolutely not. They've looked fantastic tonight. And Southwest, to be clear, has not played a bad ball game.
No, they really haven't. It's just been a case of Kimberly squaring up the ball off of Pedden and now Gerbers. And Southwest not being able to get their time hitting as they needed off of Hazley. Hazley's been clutch when he needs to be.
3-0 now the count to the Kimberly backstop Schumacher. And he'll take a strike. 3-1, 2 down. Bases are empty. Gerbers has labored here in the inning. The 3-1 is outside, and he walked Schumacher.
Struggles continue for Gerbers out there.
It's a lonely feeling as a pitcher when you're
Ben
struggling.
Buckner.
You're out on that island all by yourself. And now the left-handed hitter slaps one in between first and second. The right fielder bobbles. Does not matter. Everyone moves up one. Ben Buckner, the lefty, shot one through the hole.
Tanner
Runners
Hazley.
on first and second now for Kimberly.
Buckner now 3 for 3 on the day.
Number 8 hitter.
Tanner, help your cause.
First pitch.
Yeah, you know what?
And that
That's
one's over the
outta
head. Tanner Hazley drive that one over the head of the left fielder. One run's going to score, the other one's being sent. No throw. So Buckner will score all the way from first as Hazley ends up at second with a double.
They score this run, the game's over.
10-1 now.
And now we're 1 run away from the mercy rule. And that run's out there on second base.
All of this happening with 2 down.
Drew Buckner.
A leadoff man and center fielder Drew Lechner steps into the box. And he'll foul one away after taking a healthy hack. 2 down here. Runner on second cannot score for Southwest, but the game is over. However, if Lechner does not drive in the run, Southwest will stay alive and will go to the 8th.
Approaching 11 p.m. here.
Yes, I will put my pajamas on. It's my
Ball
bedtime.
outside to the center fielder. One and one. That ball is popped up and it will drop. So instead of an out there, he hit it in the perfect spot. It now is a 1 and 2 count, 2 down. Lechner waits. Gerbers fires.
Yep.
Inside, strike
Already
3.
Number 8.
Nice response after a rough outing from Gerbers. We'll go to the 8th. Kimberly is winning
Kimberly,
a rout
4
against
runs
Southwest.
on.
Score
4
Kimberly
hits.
10.
No errors.
Southwest
1
1.
left. After 7 innings, Kimberly 10, Southwest 1.
Just say
He brought in,
We have stats on him before you
Andreas for
Andreas is in, let me look at the lineup here.
so don't ask me.
okay.
Andreas is in left field.
Now playing left field.
And we're
Andreas.
back at Vandenplas Field
And
where
16,
Southwest is
Tennyson
getting
second.
And
destroyed
at second base, number
by
16,
Kimberly.
Trey
Kimberly is
Tennyson.
leading
Leading off.
10-1 as we go to the
Eric
top of the
Erb.
8th. The new pitcher for Kimberly is Ryan Carney, who was playing third base.
Tanner Hazley's day is done. He went 7 innings, allowed 7 hits, no earned runs, 1 unearned run, walked 1 and struck out 9. Pretty good day for Tanner.
He showed up and pitched when they needed him to. Got out of a lot of jams. The 1-1 is popped up into right field.
Right fielder.
Shallow right field, but the right fielder corrals it for the first out of the inning.
Was it that wet out there?
Got some other Legion scores from around the state. Looks like the Appleton Doubledays beat Marinette.
Chris
Advanced to
Wolkowski.
the regional finals up in Marinette, so that's a big one for the Doubledays. That'll set up an elimination game between De Pere and Marinette tomorrow.
Come on.
So Adam Kelp's coaching career in this area is over.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Jared went someplace.
Carney bent over at the mound wondering what is going on right now.
What? For what? Sprinklers where?
They're on and outfield.
Yeah, sprinklers are on in the outfield, yeah.
Sprinklers have gone.
Hey, it rained,
Up in the
it rained
outfield.
anyway, so it
They
might as well
pulled
rain
their
tonight
hands
too,
out.
right?
Obviously, we can't play with something poking out of the grass.
I was joking with him because before the
So
sprinklers
we're in
are
a
on,
slight delay here.
This is what we needed with a blowout going on. It's already 11 p.m.
It's way past my bedtime. I don't know about you, Spencer.
I'm a night owl, my friend.
Try being old and being up since 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's right. They're automatically set to go off at 11 o'clock. So they're never playing here. We should have been done by now, but for the delay. Yep, that's
While
when they
we're
go
waiting,
off.
Spencer, let's see what the other scores are from around the league.
So, Ashport was eliminated by De Pere in regional play today, so Ashport's season is over. They lost 10-2 to De Pere. Let's see what else we got. Madison Impact blanked Hartford 16-0, so that was a pretty easy
my.
win
Chris
for
Volkansky.
top-ranked Madison Impact. Looks like we're ready to get going again here at Southwest.
Volkansky, first pitch swinging, fly ball into right
Nice
field.
call.
The right fielder calls off the second baseman and makes the grab. 2 down.
Much different fates for the new pitchers in this game. Gerbers comes in, really rough
Brett
time.
Kaufman.
Carney comes in, couple pitches, couple outs.
Brett Kaufman will step into the batter's box now with 2 down, no one on. Kaufman looks at strike 1. The 0-1 to Kaufman. Slap to the first baseman who picks it cleanly, will take it to first himself.
For Southwest,
In
no
the
runs,
top
no
half
hits,
of
no
the
errors,
eighth.
nobody
We're going to
left.
the bottom of the eighth.
We're going to the bottom of the
Kimberly
eighth.
with a
10-1.
commanding lead.
Kimberly.
10. Southwest 1.
Nope, I think he's got some more changes. Big battle, maybe. Third meeting between the Shockers and Southwest.
I think the
South
Shockers
what?
are probably going to win, don't you? Even though they beat them a couple times.
Yeah,
are different now.
Well, he'll throw
he'll throw
Volkansky.
Volkansky's not, when he's on, he's tough.
The Shockers are going to throw Shelk, you think?
Probably.
Probably he's got to save his season.
Yep. Alright, we're going back on the air.
Lead off the bottom of the eighth. Pitcher, Brian Carney.
Welcome back to Vandenplas Field. Bottom of the 8th. Kimberly, a huge lead, 10-1. Southwest hanging on for dear life. Kimberly gets one more, the game is over. But Carney, the new pitcher, was playing third base, now pitching, looks at strike 1. The 0-1 is outside. 1-1 the count to Carney. Everyone ready? Gerbers fires. Low, 2-1. Well, this is Gerber's game to finish. No one warming up in the Southwest pen.
Yeah, at this point, you don't want to say the game's over, but the game's over. So, no point wasting pitching for the last couple innings here.
You don't want to say it, but you
but we
just
say
did. The 3-1.
It would take something miraculous and then something else miraculous for Southwest
A
to win
lightning
this game.
storm.
Well, it's not a good start to the inning as Gerbers walks the pitcher Carney. Now up at the
Ben
dish,
Carew.
the man that hit the solo home run in the 7th inning, Ben Carew.
Home run here would end the game.
But instead, he squeaks one past the second baseman. Runner
Third
going first to
base, watch
third. The throw is way
Game's
high.
over, boy. Nope.
Carew will take second on the high throw. Carney will stay put at third. Southwest in a lot of trouble. Not that they weren't already. But this game could be over very fast.
Understatement.
When you're on at third, all it could take is a wild pitch, pass ball, fly ball,
Pinch
ground
hitter
ball.
guys. Number 8, Cade Hunsinger. So he's
And we have a pinch hitter.
pinch hitting for Kimberly. Number 8,
Cade
Cade
Hunsteiger.
Hunsteiger.
Pinch hitter is number 8, Cade Hunsteiger.
They're conceding. They're not even playing up. You fight to the
And
last
he'll
out.
look at
You think I don't want to get out of here?
1-1 is the count on
Oh.
Hunsteiger.
There you go.
Infield playing back. Ground ball should win this game for Kimberly,
that
but
one.
instead it's a drive into the gap. That should do it here at Vanden Plas Field. An RBI single from the pinch hitter.
That's it.
And that is all she
And that's your
wrote.
ball game by the 10-run rule. Your final score is Kimberly 11, Southwest 1. With this win, Kimberly
Final
will
score.
advance to play tomorrow afternoon here at Vanden Plas
11.
Field at
Southwest
4
will be
o'clock
back after this
versus
game. Our player of the
Sheboygan.
game and
That's
recap.
at 4 o'clock against Sheboygan. Southwest will play at 1 o'clock against the Shockers. So tomorrow's schedule, 1 o'clock, Shockers, Southwest in an elimination game. And at 4 o'clock, Kimberly and Sheboygan in a winner's bracket game. Also, there'll be a game at 7 o'clock. So let's have a nice hand for both our teams for their efforts tonight. I want to thank you all for coming out to support American Legion Baseball. Drive home safely, and we'll see you all here tomorrow. Have a good night.
And welcome back as we wrap things up here from Green Bay Southwest. Our Wisconsin Baseball Central player of the game goes to the man Ben Carew. Carew finished 3 for 5 with 2 singles, a home run, and 2 RBIs in the game for Kimberly, who in the end cruised to an easy 11-1 victory.
And now they're 5-16.
With the win, Kimberly will advance to play Sheboygan tomorrow in a non-elimination game. Sheboygan beat the Green Bay Shockers 6-4. Meanwhile, Green Bay Southwest will face the Green Bay Shockers tomorrow in an elimination game with the season on the line. On behalf of everyone at Wisconsin Baseball Central, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
We did, didn't we?
And we hope to see you
not?
out at the ballpark.
Did we
again soon.
enjoy it?
Thank you and good
They
night.
suck. Seriously.